Acts 14:17. Nevertheless, he left not himself without witness, in that he did good and gave us rain from heaven and fruitful seasons, filling our hearts with food and gladness. That is what happened at harvest time. In Psalm 126, it said, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord has done great things for them, whereof they are glad. The Lord has done great things for us, whereof we are glad. When it came to a verse there, he said, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. So harvest is a time of the reaping in joy for those who have sowed in tears. There are certain things that accompany harvest in life. In Leviticus chapter 26, Leviticus 26, there are certain things that accompany harvest. Leviticus 26, I read from verse 4. Then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield her fruit. So the first thing that accompany harvest is rain in due season. So harvest is accompanied by rainfall. Rainfall talks of blessings. Number 2, and the land shall yield an increase. The second thing that accompanies harvest is the increase of the earth. The increase of the ground. The increase of the ground. Verse 5. And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time. And ye shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely. The third thing that accompany harvest is plenty and abundance. Number 4, verse 6. And I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts of the land, neither shall the sword go through the land. The fourth thing that accompany harvest is peace. I will give peace in the land. Wars will cease. Number 5. The fifth thing that accompany harvest, verse 7. And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. The fifth thing that accompany harvest is victory. Victory and dominion over the enemy. Number 6. The sixth thing that accompany harvest, verse 9. For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. The sixth thing that accompany harvest is favor. 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 I will have respect unto thee, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. Number 7. The seventh thing that accompany harvest, verse 11. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. The seventh thing that accompany harvest is divine presence, the presence of God. Every time you talk of harvest, these 7 things are in place. Harvest. We have come this morning to celebrate harvest. We call this meeting the meeting of the celebration of harvest. We have a lot of reason to celebrate harvest this morning. I looked around. Last week we were not here, we were in a convention. And the convention was glorious. It was harvest indeed. And I look around this morning, I saw that there's a lot of reasons for us to celebrate harvest. I want you to understand that the universe is too complex to accommodate coincidence. The creation of the earth by God is the all-wise God. He does not do anything haphazardly. Everything in nature is ordered. That's why they say there are laws of nature. All truths are parallel. Whatsoever you see happening in the natural has a configuration in the spiritual. The universe is too complex to carry normal, ordinary coincidence. There are configurations for the coincidences of life. So we have reason this morning to celebrate harvest. Most of us are insensitive with nature. Most of us are too familiar with nature. And so the eventfuls in nature, programmed by God, pass us by because of too much of familiarity. It takes sensitive people to catch